So I've come to the plot and it would appear that the badgers have been at work. There wasn't actually anything in this end, but you can see how it's pulled it all out onto the paths and then started digging under there. That's where I actually planted my beetroot yesterday. And then if you look at these two holes here, they're hoof prints. So we've had our little friendly deer down here. There's one of my courgettes over there. Here's the other one here, pulled out the ground, look. Moving up, that's where my shallots have gone in there. But at some point here, this is where my carrots were. And now I don't think they are anymore. And then the same again there, I took that plank up but it's been moved. He's dug all my shallots up. Look, there's one down an hole there. There's one. There's an hole there, an hole there, a hole there, a hole over there. So I don't even know whether it's munched the other shallots. There was about 5 in a row, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5 in a row. And on this end row I can only see 2. So as you can see, all my hard work absolutely devastated. Just might as well not have bothered. You can see that all from this side, probably a bit better where the badgers dug. Look, all the beetroot been trampled on, dug there. What am I supposed to do? Crikey blimey. So I've put all, I've had a route around and I can only find 4 of the shallots out this end, so I think the deer's ate one. I hope it kind of like the spicy flavour of it and it won't be back for more, you know, hopefully. I've put my planks back where I think they were. I've doubled this one up. Obviously the plank's only there while the carrots germinate underneath, but it keeps the moisture in the ground, you know. That's pretty much why, you know, like this one's moist underneath, but like I say, I don't know whether it actually moved the plank, you know, and then the days dried it out. It could have, so my carrots could be buggered, to be honest. But I've doubled up the planks there. I've put the courgettes back in. You know, one of they're looking a bit sad for themselves, but hopefully with a bit of water they'll be all right. You can still see the hoof prints there. Look, I mean that big hole there is devastating, you know. But thankfully nothing was growing in that end. It's only sort of under this cage. If you watched my last video, under this cage we put some beetroot seeds. So what I'll do now, just pop the phone up on the tripod and just rake this all back flat. And all we can do really is pull them trams up. You don't want to be seeing me house crack, do you? Good old smart around in it. That's gone right over the path. I can tell because them weeds there were growing on the edge of the path. I've not sort of weeded this bit out. haven't got round to doing out with it. So yeah, it's just annoying, isn't it? And it's not just annoying. It costs money, you know. Like the price of seeds these days. So if the beetroot's done for, there's £2.5, £3. You know, I've lost a shallot. I think they were £3.99 a bag retail price. I mean, I got them when they were closing down the old Dobbies, so I did get them a bit of a bargain. But it's not the point, is it? You don't get a bargain so you can feed the wildlife. You get a bargain so you've got a bargain for yourself, haven't you? You know, absolutely good. You know, like sorting it out now. And you don't know whether you're going to come down here tomorrow to the same bloody thing. So you come down here to get on to the next job, and you're having to go over the job that you've already done. You know, I don't know what it is. Like this bed's been empty for months, absolutely months. You know, but because I've put seeds in it, I've watered it. That's brought the worms in, higher into the ground because it was really dry. So they've come up into the moisture. Oh, Billy Badger from down there. I mean, there's 30 badgers in a set over there. 30 badgers. I mean, why they're protected is beyond me. I mean, they've devastated the hedgehog population of the UK. Because a badger will just chomp an hedgehog, spines and all. And I'd much rather hedgehogs be about than badgers, to be honest. At least, if you've got hedgehogs on your plot, they'll be eating the slugs and the snails and the rest of it. All badgers want to do is dig the place up for shits and giggles, to be honest. So, you know, it's just money, innit? I mean, like the courgettes, I've been, I don't know, planting them weeks and weeks ago, and I've been watering them, tending them, I've potted them on into bigger pots. I've probably even potted them on twice, to be honest, to keep myself amused. And then, you know, in one foul swoop, we've done that. Anyway, so I'm going to move that truck back out of the way. I had moved it so I could dig that currant bush out there, because I want to move all my currants and the fruit over there and put a cage around them, because the dicky birds like the fruit, and there's no point keep growing it, and the only person that gets an harvest out of it are the birds. So the plan is to move all the fruit over there, because the apple tree's falling over and I want to get it all out of the way because it's growing up underneath the apple tree there, so I can stand the apple tree back up, hopefully prop that up and save it, because it has lovely Bramley apples off it. And you know, so I'd move that out of the way so I could dig that up, and now I've got to move it back so I can put a bloody fence all the way around this. Like I say, you just feel like you're just covering old ground all the time, where you should be moving on to the next thing. You know, I should have this off, weeding that so I can plant the stuff out of the greenhouse, and here I am doing this again. And like I say, you don't know if you're coming back tomorrow to do it again. I'm just gutted, absolutely gutted. Like I say, you come down here and you spend hours, and then the wildlife just takes over. Just seems a bit much, doesn't it, for a few veggies, but what do you do? So I've got it all the way round. It's a bit high here. There's a gap at the bottom. I've got it like that. So it's all the way round. And then I've left this bit at the end that ain't got nothing in it. So if the badger wants to have another dig, he can. And it's not doing any damage to the bit that actually got something planted in. So it's all we can do. I'll keep you informed.